Hi everyone, welcome back to Law with Dunk the Law Guy, and we're on day 6 of the Case a Day series, where at least from Monday to Friday I will go over legal cases relevant to criminal law, tort law, contract law and the English legal system. With the theme of omissions in criminal law, I've gone over RV Pitwood on day 1, RV Gibbons and Proctor on day 2, RV Stone and Dobinson on day 3, RV Dyfam on day 4 and RV Miller on day 5. So for day 6 I'd like to wrap up omissions by actually focusing on how statutes can impose a duty to act upon defendants rather than that of case law or common law, also known as judge-made law. With this, I am kind of going against the whole series name here, as statutes aren't cases, but in fact a whole different source of law. That said, when I was an examiner, statutes and specifically statutory section numbers, and even subsections if you can remember them, which would be very impressive, were given equal credit to that of case law references. Just to stress, the guidance I was given when I was examining years ago was to use the same icon when crediting statutory sections, subsections to that of case law. Now, the best way to cover this is to start by explaining what a statute is. Another name for a statute is an Act of Parliament or primary legislation, so we're referring to law made by Parliament, i.e. an idea for lawmaking that has gone through the parliamentary lawmaking process, so green paper stage, white paper stage, then it's drafted by parliamentary draftsmen and becomes a bill when first introduced into Parliament. First reading, second reading, committee stage, report stage, third reading, same process in the next house, and then royal assent. I'll cover that in more detail when I, get round to English legal system on my website. But anyway, bills go through the House of Commons, House of Lords, and when they become law when they've acquired what's called royal assent. If this was a public bill that became law, then this would be an Act of Parliament affecting the whole country. Now that we know what a statute is, how does this link to the law of omissions? Well, some statutes provide that it's a criminal offence to fail to act in certain situations, and thus an actus reus is formed via the failure to uphold a statutory duty, and potentially a crime is committed. One example of a statutory duty can be found under Section 170 of the Road Traffic Act 1988. Section 170 of the Act makes it an offence for a driver involved in a road traffic accident to fail to report the accident to the police. It's also an offence if you fail to provide a breath sample when required. Thus, if you fail to do these two things under the Road Traffic Act 1988, whilst owing a duty to do so, that can lead to a criminal offence. And that's it for today. Thank you from Law with Dunk the Law Guy, and I'll see you tomorrow.